thank you for coming along. And it's great to be invited, sponsored and helped by Breitbart, but invited by CPAC, because in the past, there's always been a member of the British Conservative Party that has come along to this event. And I think it's probably fair to say that the British Conservative Party now have actually become Social Democrats and virtually merged with the others in British politics. So it's great that UKIP have got an invitation. I've got a chance to say some words later on. And if there's anybody in that conference hall that believes in supranationalism, thinks the euro is going to be a success, and is a relation of Herman Van Rompuy's, then I guess I'm going to enjoy the evening far more than they are. I'm often asked, well, you know, what are the comparisons, what are the differences between US politics and British politics? Well, there are lots of differences, but there's a lot, I think, that does draw us together. The English-speaking world, common law, a shared history, and things that we've stood together and fought for over the course of the centuries that have really mattered. And I'm a big fan of America. In fact, I spent 12 years working for American companies. Did you hear that? I said working. I'm a politician that had a job before he did it. How about that? Yeah, that's pretty unusual, isn't it? That's pretty unusual. So I'm really pleased to be here. I'm going to do my best this evening to say that in my country, where we had a two-party system, a first-past-the-post electoral system, despite all of that, a third party, an insurgent party, has come through and is poised, perhaps, in 69 days' time, to do very well and possibly even hold the balance of power. And we've done it by picking up votes from across the spectrum, but in particular, we've done it by picking up votes from people who run their own businesses, who get up early in the morning, who work hard, and who find themselves in our modern corporatist economy, and I say that as opposed to capitalist economy, they find themselves struggling, and they're looking for some champions to stand up for them and to help them. And I have a feeling that if the Republican Party, which I know you guys want to do well next time round, if the Republican Party is going to win, somehow it's got to get those kind of men and women back voting Republican. And to do that, you've got to find the right candidate to run for you as president. I will also talk a bit tonight about the security situation. And I think really we have got to assess whether 15 years of standing together and fighting endless wars, whether it's in Afghanistan or Iraq, whether it's our intervention in Libya, whether it's the thought that we ought to get involved in Syria, it's about time we honestly assessed whether that's been a success. And perhaps we need to reprioritise. Maybe what we really need to do is to fight the war in our own countries. Just yesterday, 3 potential ISIS recruits arrested in the USA. And you know, my message is we've got to be more honest. I mean, you know, Obama runs away. He can't even face the issue. And yet we do have folks, I'm afraid to say, a fifth column living within our communities. A fifth column that hates us, a fifth column that wants to destroy us. And if we're going to win this great battle, you know, for our liberty, for our democracy, for our civilization, and for our culture, we're going to have to start standing up for our Judeo-Christian values. Tolerant, yes, of all minorities, but we must all live under the same law. It's going to take the politics of real leadership and real courage to do that over the next few years. And if we in UKIP can do our little bit to put some backbone in the British establishment, we'll have done our job. Thank you very much indeed.